Heyo, I'm Hobo, and this is episode 24 of my Minecraft Survival Everworld series. In this episode, I'm just going to build up the villager trader / breeding hall. And I don't really have any more plans for the lore or the world as of yet. But next episode, I think I'm going to either go to the Nether or finish this build if I don't finish it today. Because there is a lot of building to go into it. I'm going to do like a stair roof. I'm not sure about the sides of the building. Like obviously, you have to, not really, I guess A-frame stair roof, and then between that, I don't know if I'm going to put like windows or just leave it as walls or what. And I do want windows that are on the side of the building that's facing out. I'll show you what I mean when I get there. I still have to check back at base. Should have done it already, but I didn't look for the toolsmith workbench or whatever. Or not toolsmith. Is it toolsmith? Yeah, toolsmith workbench. To see if I already had one from this village. Because if I do, then I can bring it over here or just make one since I know they exist. I did think more about the lore. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already, but I want the jungle villagers to be like, this is part of the history, to be forced out of their home. No. Yeah, the jungle villagers to be forced out of their home by pillagers and now they're like traveling merchants. And then the swamp villagers will be forced from their home, but they'll make a new one inside a mountain, and I'll turn it into like a lush cave village, and they'll be more aggressive. Like they'll have walls and like outposts and that kind of thing. Like they're going to war with the villagers. I think that'd be a cool bit of history to add to the world. And I hope this is enough wood to finish off the building. I mean, if not, I can get more. Alright, now that this ceiling is done... Oh, I'm out. Dang it. One short. But once I finish the ceiling, I'm going to start working on the walls of the second floor. It's going to be 2 floors. And I'll put stairs into the second floor later. But for now, I'm just going to do a ladder so I can get up and down. Finish that too. I'm not really sure how I want to do that. I'm thinking of slabs and an upside down stair. But that'll do for now. There we go. sure all the corners have their little X's. I'm going to start on this corner here. And just map them out. Still gonna keep it the same 5 spaces like it is below. I want it to match. And then I fill the space in, or I will fill the space in with oak planks, and I'll be putting windows in between each of these pillars. Yeah, pillars. Alright, looks good. I need the oak planks. And I'm going to need a lot of them. That's too big for a regular window for what I'm looking for. I think a 2 tall window would be good. Then I'll put oak logs on top of that. Once I get this first layer down, move on to the next layer. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the end pieces just yet. I don't know if I want windows, like the match, or special windows, or what. Oops. Pretty sure I said I was going to do a fishing hut last episode. I changed my mind. Again. That's going to take a few more episodes. Oops. So I definitely want to finish this building up and get the walls done. And then I want to start working on another highway. And we'll just fill this in. Good as new. See? No issues. And I have been thinking about what kind of design I want for the Nether Highway. I'm thinking for the one that connects this village to my capital, or my main base. I was gonna do something that, illustrates that you're going to this village. Well, I think the road has to make 2 turns. So I think the Nether Highway would also make 2 turns. Like it goes, however many directions in X direction, X coordinate, and then goes however many needs in the Z, whichever. I was getting confused. Anyway, it's going, 100 blocks or something? 150, and then it turns and does the same thing. Like, I think it's 80 or something. Or maybe it's like 40. I don't know. But it's not super far. It'd be pretty short. And then the design. I want it to be 3, blocks wide. And then have stairs on the sides, right up and get caught and stuff. And I was thinking I might do spruce wood for the first straightaway, because that's what that main road is made out of, spruce wood. So I might do like planks or something. And then spruce planks on the, what you call it? The sides and stuff, and then the ceiling. Probably also do spruce planks. I don't know, I want a different color on the roof. That's a lot of dark colors. I'm not sure what I'll do for the ceiling. I've been considering doing like maybe a light blue wool, but that doesn't really match with the road. I could do like maybe purple. I think purple's a good option. I wanted that to be one of the kingdom's colors, and if that's the main road, like the main capital road, then it makes sense that it would be purple. It's the road that leads to my capital. Call it Capital Road, maybe. Capital Highway. I also need to designate an area for map art, so I can do, the map art stuff when I make my highway. An ocean's probably the best spot to do it, but I want to be able to make a single map, and then also the next one above that, whatever the size increase would be for that. I don't know. So I'm about to test out in either creative mode, or I'll just Google it what the size needs to be. I don't know if a map increase is like going from a 1 map to like a 3x3 map, or if it's just like an extra 100 blocks in every direction or something. You want to fix that? I could cover it up with dirt, but meh. I think it's nice to have the pillars showing. I really should put a ladder here. I can stop dying. Or not dying, but cut my health in half. I think I might put some kind of like glass stained art in the middle sections there. I don't currently have access to green cactus, or green dye, I should say. Pretty sure you can't combine the colors and make green dye. Pretty sure you only get it from Wandering Traders, cactus there, or, a desert. I'm pretty sure lime green, maybe you can make it with regular green. I don't know. Something to experiment with. And I might have already bought a cactus, and it's just in my, whatever storage chest has, like, plant life and stuff. Also considered making like a really rich village, which would be where I get like mending books and stuff like that, like really expensive stuff, or like diamond tools and diamond armor. And that could be the swamp villagers, because they're prepping, or not necessarily prepping, but they're at war with the pillagers, so I could see them, having higher end weapons and armor and having lots of it. Or at least having the ability to make it and desire for it. Guess we can start on the stairs. For the roof, not on the inside. I'm not going to worry about stairs on the inside till I finish the walls and basically the whole building. I still don't know if I want regular windows there, or if I'm going to do glass panes, or stained glass, or fence gates, or just regular fences. I'm not certain about that. We'll see if this is enough stairs. I think he used all my dirt. Dang. I also need to find a jungle biome, so I'm pretty sure I don't have bamboo. But I thought I went to a jungle biome. Maybe I didn't. No, I'm pretty sure I went to a jungle biome. I just didn't get bamboo for some reason. I don't know. I thought I got bamboo. I also need to find a desert biome so I can look for desert temples. And then uncover the, trying to think of the word, chiseled sandstone. Because then I can see, like, the weather thing. And then write down some more lore for the world. Oh, crap. Oh, well. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the library is where all the history is stored. And then I will do the museum as like artifacts and stuff like that. Or I might combine them. I don't think I'm going to put much in the library. So I might scrap that idea, because I'm going to have a lot of lore and history to the world, so I want most of it to be written down somewhere else. It just takes up less space in the world, and it's easier. So I'll probably just do a museum, and then each village will have a small piece of lore that goes with that village. This one I'll probably just do that they were annexed by me, and then enjoy my empire and then fell under my protection. Probably do the same thing over here with the ladders. One more. Whoops. There we go. I'll just leave that spot empty. Don't know if I want to extend that further. I'll just go this way for now. I will build my own little office building or small house for this area. Just so that it matches, or... Well, I'm going to make it match. Well, I think I might do the same building for every village, that if it's my building anyway. Like if it's my home or whatever, when I come to village to stay and to like do stuff or for storage or whatnot, I might make that the same design for every village, so it's distinct and I know it's mine. Or I might do it so it matches each village's building style. I'm not yet decided. I wish I could find a crap ton of amethyst so I can make the Nether Highway ceiling out of amethyst. And the floors for more outposts and stuff like that. I just really like amethyst. Amethyst. Like how it looks and like the sound it makes when you run across it. The little tinkles. Wait, I'll do something else. But I still wanted to, like, you know, incorporate the colors of my kingdom. Which I'm thinking are going to be black, gray, white, and purple. I'll make a flag and then you'll see the design and know. But I'm still not concrete on how I want the flag to look. And also, I would like each kingdom that I make to have its own flag and set of stuff. So, like the Lush Cave Swamp Villagers or whatever, they will have like a kingdom flag, and then if they branch out and make outposts or separate little villages, then the village flag will have part of their kingdom flag on it, but also like its own separate flag. So I'll still have like a piece of the kingdom's flag in it. If that makes sense. So maybe each village would have like the kingdom flag, and then maybe I don't know, a different kind of slash of color that goes behind the flag, like that has different, like the flags have different layers, and on the back layer is like a different slash of color to denote which village you're in. I think that'd be cool. And the lore right now for the villagers is that the builder race, me, tried to experiment further with extending their life and made the villagers. This is their, I call it the middle section, where they returned to the overworld and they were experimenting again, and then they made the villagers, and then they fell, and then maybe the Piglin War happened, and then they fell out, and the villagers remained. I think that's how I want to do it. Which means I also need to make some abandoned piglin posts, like outposts, and then like 1 or 2, maybe 3 large cities that were like destroyed or overgrown, and then there's Netherrack all over them. That's because they can't, walk on normal ground. Then I'll have like 1 large piglin that's been abandoned. It'll be like a piglin castle. Yeah, it can't be an outpost. It's got to be something large. So 1 large ruined piglin castle. But I think that's most of the basic lore. Like, there was the original builder race, they built up, then the Wither happened, they went to the Nether, then they made the piglins and the hoglins with pigs they brought over. They also made creepers. Well, so they made zombies and creepers, experimenting on other builders, made the zombies, and then experimenting on the pigs, made the creepers. Maybe they did that creepers in the Nether. No, creepers don't spawn in it, do they? I don't think creepers spawn in the Nether, so they wouldn't have made them there. If they don't, I don't remember. Pretty sure they don't. Okay, well, if they don't, then they made them in the overworld. Then they made the Wither. Or maybe they went to the Nether and then made the Wither. So you can't get Wither skulls here. Yeah, so they went to the Nether. Then they discovered the Wither. And killed it. There's defined fossils. Would it be considered giant withers? Because they're giant fossils. Maybe. So they killed giant withers. And they used the skulls of the smaller wither to, bring them back. They also use the Nether Star and its infinite, well, it's not infinite, but its incredible powers to make beacons and stuff like that. And they go, so then I would say that they experiment on the Wither, and then eventually the pigs that they bring to the Nether, they mutate and turn into hoglins and piglins, and then they're driven out of the Nether, back to the overworld, where they continue their experimentations, but it gets out of hand, and then that's when they go underground. And then they continue to try to find new ways to extend their life. No. Well, they're still going to do that, but they're going to look for new dimensions. And in doing so, they find the, what's it called? The Warden? The Warden. And then that brings over all the Sculk stuff. And then I'll explain the big portal you can find in the ruined deep dark cities. I think that's what they're called. And then they leave there to a dimension called the End. Maybe? I think that'd work. But you do find the strongholds higher up than you would find the deep dark cities. So you would probably think it would go strongholds, then deep dark cities. I have to think further on this. I have to think about how they made it to the end as well. Because you can't make end portal frames. And they are made out of endstone, which you only find in the End. I'll have to wonder about what ancient debris is. More things for me to ponder. Eventually I'm going to have a place where all this information is easily accessible. Like a timeline and everything, along with lore and history for each village and all that. Just so I can, look it up when I need to. And not have to keep everything memorized all the time. And maybe I'll make it public. When I get it, more hashed out. Set in stone kind of thing. Maybe I'll just make a video. I'll probably just make a video about it. That way, it's, easily accessible and everyone can find it. But that should be most of the lore. Like, the main points anyway. I also wish there was a way to find trail ruins. I don't know if the cartographer gives you maps for those or not. It'd be really cool if he did. Because it'll be pretty hard for me to just find one by accident. Same for the copper places, whatever those are called. Forget. Trial ruins? No. Maybe it's trial ruins. I don't know. Anyway. I'll have to look into getting a cartographer. I'm pretty sure there wasn't one in this village. I know there was a librarian, but I'm pretty sure there wasn't a cartographer. I'll double check my chest and stuff. But I'm quite certain there wasn't. Oh, I made it. Nice. It's only 3 blocks wide, so wasn't too big of a jump. I'm still probably going to do 2 different languages. I don't know, I might keep it all as one language. I want any ancient text or anything that I find, or ruins that have like anything kind of like anything that resemble words or anything, to be either Russian and then later German, like Russian being the oldest and then the newest being German, or just one language. And if I do just one, it would be German. I like the idea, though, of the oldest stuff being Russian. Just because the alphabet is so weird and different from, like, the English alphabet. Like, it uses, like, none of the same letters, almost. It looks completely different. And German has always been a fun language to learn. But I think I'm going to call it right about here for the episode. Just about done with the roof. And I'm still not certain what I want to do with the ends of the building here. I'm probably going to do like glass, but make it a symbol that's like about the village. Maybe it'll include their flag. But we'll figure that out next episode, or between it anyway. So thanks for hanging out. Leave a like, and see you next time.